We also had a patient code on the floor, and that was chaos. Hey nurse friends, and there is the washer in the background. Welcome back to my channel. Today, I always say the same thing whenever I start these videos. I need to come up with a new phrase when I start these videos out, because welcome to my channel is real played out. Anyways, okay, so today is Thursday, April the 20th, 420. No, I was not smoking any herbs or anything like that. So it is week 3 of my orientation. Thus far, I have been on the floor all day, every day. No, I'm usually on the floor from 7 to 3, and thus far, I feel like every day I've been getting better and better. Not even like a gradual decline, but kind of just like the learning curve is pretty steep. I've been loving it. I love my floor. I love the people that I work with. I love my unit manager, and I really hope I can keep this enthusiasm 6 months from now, even a year from now, because right now I feel really good about it. So I'm just gonna try to be really quick because I don't want this video to be super long. So day 1, I was paired with a nurse who was only a year out, who'd only been a nurse, I think 2 years.
Girl, the blind leading the blind.
Over charting and things like that. Monday was supposed to be an observation day where I just kind of followed her around, kind of like what I did in nursing school, and shadowed her and just saw her documenting. But she wasn't that kind of nurse. She kind of just threw me into it and was like, oh no honey, the time for watching and shadowing is over.
Ain't nobody got time for that
anymore. You're an RN, you need to start learning, especially if this is the floor that you'll be working on. So I was pretty much doing anything and everything. I was charting under my own name. Of course she was assisting me. She wasn't, you know, just letting me out there for real and allowing me to do whatever. But she was kind of like that, hover in the background, making sure that I was documenting in the right areas on Epic. So that's been the biggest hurdle, is just remembering to document. The biggest hurdle for me is just documenting correctly. There are so many charts on Epic, and it can get very confusing because there's just so much information and so many different places to put information that you can get overwhelmed. And I have to chart every 4 hours, so that can be a little bit daunting. And between charting every 4 hours, giving meds, contacting doctors and a respiratory therapist, dealing with patient families, you can get very behind very quickly, and then everything kind of just piles up on top of itself. So I'm trying to bring in all the prioritization skills I've learned in nursing school and trying to balance all of that with working as a real nurse. And it's definitely been a struggle, but today was a good day. Today I felt like a real nurse. I felt really confident. I pretty much took complete care, I would say, over 2 of the patients. Granted, these were fairly easy patients. Even though I work on a step-down unit, a lot of times we'll get ICU patients because there just aren't enough beds in the ICUs, and they still want the patient to be monitored just in case something happens, so they get sent to my step-down unit. But today they just gave me regular step-down patients that were pretty stable, and I was just getting acclimated with that. So I'm doing my shift assessments, giving meds, charting, contacting the respiratory therapist, communicating with the doctor, being a patient advocate, and still trying to find time to eat, use the bathroom, and build relationships with the people that I'll be working with. So far so good. Out of the 4 days I've been on the floor, yesterday was definitely the hardest day I've had thus far. I had a lot going on. Yesterday was just a really hard day. I got all kinds of fluids all over me. I had projectile blood spilled on me. I had residual from a PEG tube, and if you know what that is, you know how disgusting it is, and I'm still smiling while I'm saying this, as well as dirty wash water. So, you know, just gotta smile through it all, and I threw those pants away because I never want to wear them again. We also had a patient code on the floor, and that was chaos. That's exactly what it was. Just a lot of people running around, yelling, and the patient survived. But let me tell you, codes are just one big cluster. So yeah, that was yesterday. I was so exhausted. Like, I got home and I literally took a shower and I went to bed and I slept for like 10 hours straight. Didn't look at my phone, didn't check my email. I just had to crawl into a cave and get my life together and have a come to Jesus moment, because yesterday was a very, very difficult day. But so far so good. The girl got paid today and I was like, yes Lord, you know, happy to help the patients, happy to pay my bills. That worked out great. So yeah, I still have to go to work tomorrow. I have met my preceptor. I actually worked with her on Tuesday, but the schedule that they have us on right now with my residency program is a little weird. For this month, which is April and May, I will be doing 8 hours, 5 days a week. And then the last week of May, first week of June is when I can start scheduling myself to work 312s, which essentially means they'll be scheduling me to work the same schedule as my assigned preceptor. I really like my preceptor so far. She's an old school nurse, old school Nigerian woman, and I already know I'm gonna learn a whole lot under her, and she's actually precepted a lot of the people that work on my floor. So she's an OG at this, and she has a wealth of knowledge. I'm excited to learn from her. We fit really well together. She likes me, I think, and so far so good. Other things that have been happening on the floor is that I feel like every time I come into work, either a patient or a nurse is questioning whether or not I'm actually a nurse, which, because I just naturally have a very young face, so I've had nurses confuse me for a student extern or a nursing student. So they'll ask me what class I'm in, have I taken med-surg, they'll ask me, have I given insulin before, do I know what heparin is, and just really, really elementary questions like that. And then I kind of have to be like, I took the NCLEX, I'm licensed, what's good, you know? I'm qualified.
Really though?
So I've been dealing with that, and then I've also had patients ask me if I really have a degree, if I really attended nursing school. I had one person who thought I was a candy striper and assumed I was in high school. So I'm taking it all in stride. It is expected. I don't get mad or get angry. It's not a big deal to me. I just try to explain it to them. And yeah, that's kind of how things have been going. I have unsuccessfully tried to start several IVs, I think like 4 or 5, and I haven't gotten any of them. But I'm gonna keep practicing because I really want to get good at them. Right now I just suck. And I have successfully drawn labs on one person with the butterfly needle. What else have I done? A lot of shots, a lot of meds, a lot of peg tube feedings, lots of suctioning, lots of that. Learning how to use the vent, understanding what buttons to push and all that jazz. But so far, so good, and I'll check back in with you as things are progressing. I do have a couple more ideas coming out for you guys as far as video content, and I will keep you all posted. And thanks again for watching. I will see you in my next video. Bye, nice friends. Yes, look at all these pockets. Check me out, check me out. Plenty of pockets. They're kind of cute. I mean, as cute as you can get with scrubs. Not that cute.
Hey Snap, did I mention that my uniform is all white? So I have to wear all white to work every time I go to work.
Practicing.